Let's get started. Hi, I'm Jonathan Landsman, your host for Natural Health 365 Live. Welcome. We do this show every single day, Monday to Friday, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, our new time, in case you've been watching us for many months. We were at 12 Eastern, but now we are at 1 p.m. Eastern Time each and every day. We produce these shows really focused around one central theme. It's about always keeping your immune system strong and functioning at a high level so that it can automatically protect your health. It's all about our immune system. And by the way, if you're new to this show, do me a big favor right now. Just quickly type new in the comments section. Let me know if this is the first time you have ever found me. I've been doing this show for months and months and months, and I'm glad that you're here. But if you are new and this is your first time, just type new in the comment section so we can give you a big, warm welcome. Yes, we really will. We're real people. It's not just some digital fake thing here. We're real people. We look at those comments, and we really look forward to welcome you as part of our Natural Health 365 community. And as you see, as you stay with us over time, it really is a great community. Okay. So again, also, if you find that this content is very useful, helpful to you, today we're going to talk about a real true cause underpinning of disease, right? If you find that this information is helpful and you feel like someone else needs to hear this message, please, you know what to do. Email the link, tag someone in the comment area. Just get this out to somebody else because God knows more people need to hear this kind of information and the solution. So, does inflammation cause disease, right? You saw it. Inflammation lie exposed. What is Jonathan talking about? Does inflammation cause disease? Valid question, right? Most people, conventionally speaking, hear chronic inflammation is the root cause of disease, right? That's the conventional wisdom that is out there. But not really. Now, stay with me on this so that you understand where I'm coming from, because it isn't just something I'm sort of making up out of thin air. I have done hundreds and hundreds of programs with some of the top integrative healthcare providers in the world. They have huge experiences, each one of them with, at a bare minimum, hundreds and hundreds of people, but leaning for the most part, each and every one of them, to thousands of people that they have come across with a wide variety of health problems. You know, heart disease, cancer, arthritis, you name it, autoimmune disorders, diabetes, hypertension, liver problems, kidney problems, skin issues, allergies, the list goes on and on, chronic fatigue syndrome, Lyme disease. All of these healthcare providers, they get it, right? They know that lots of people hear inflammation is really it. But the truth is, it really isn't. Getting underneath it is so important because when people hear me out, you're sick. It's because of chronic inflammation. Now what? What do? Oh, I feel terrible, right? You lose hope. Why is it most people are not saying, well, okay, big deal. What's causing the chronic inflammation? You see, peel the onion, get under the surface. Most people don't think for a second. I've spoken to countless people over 35 years I've been in the health and fitness industry that have told me time and again they feel terribly uncomfortable, sadly, questioning their healthcare provider. They don't feel qualified. They don't know enough, that kind of thing. They look at them as an authority figure. They have their own self-confidence issues. They're shy. Anything and all of those things together stop somebody from actually asking why. And I know for cancer, I can tell you really sadly, that most people with a cancer diagnosis, why, doctor? Most of the answers they've gotten have fallen into the bucket in a sense of, we really just don't know, but never mind about that. We need to get you into surgery, or we need to hurry up and give you radiation or chemotherapy. We need to treat this right now. Forget about the cause. So you see what I'm saying? You don't even ever come close to scratching underneath the surface as to what's really going on. So I'm not going to leave you in suspense anymore. What is it? Oxidative stress. That's right. Say it over and over again. Brainwash yourself. It's oxidative stress that is actually causing the chronic inflammation, even at a low level, that becomes very, very dangerous over time, right? You whack your arm, you get a little inflammation, and it's gone in 2-3 days. Come on. I don't do a whole show on that. Big deal. That's not disease, right? You whacked your arm, the inflammation comes about to protect the area. That's a good thing. It not only protects the area, but it's flooding the area with all kinds of healing properties, right? Things that you need, chemical reactions going on so that you can recover from that fall or that injury, that whack on your arm or your leg, so that you can eventually feel better. Inflammation goes away. That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the chronic inflammation that's there all the time from oxidative stress. So the question remains, and again, peel the onion, folks. Always peel the onion. Why? Your motivation should be one thing and one thing only. I don't want to promote fear. I don't want to become more afraid. The more I know, the better I feel. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way, like a know-it-all. But the more you understand something, the better you're going to feel about it, especially if it's something that on the surface seems to be very stressful, like a disease condition, right? Okay. So what causes the oxidative stress? Let's keep peeling it away. And how do we avoid this oxidative stress from hitting us all the time? Doctors really need to pay attention to this. So I hope some healthcare providers are here. And obviously, I know you're going to understand this. This is very basic today. But yet I feel it's still extremely important and needs to be a good quality discussion that takes place so much more between the doctor and the patient inside an office every single time a crisis arises. Oh, you took a blood test. Oh, my God, you're diabetic. Oh, my God, you took angiogram. Oh, my God, there's plaque. There's heart disease. Oh, my God. Instead of just, oh, my God, it should be more of a discussion about the things that we're going to cover today. So first, let's focus on the oxidative stress. This is intracellular, inside the cell, oxidative stress. That is simply put, when we can direct our attention this way, when we focus ourselves this way, we can solve a lot of issues in our own health. But we must get oriented in this way. Hey, this is just my humble opinion in doing well over 500 of these type programs over years and years and being in the health and fitness industry for 35 years. That's why I'm coming to you this way. Okay? This intracellular oxidative stress is caused by toxins and infections. I'll say it again. From too many toxins in that cell and infections. One or the other or both that the body is dealing with. Toxins in our air, indoor and outdoor, in a lot of situations, indoors for sure. Let me just give you an example of what I mean by that alone. Purify the air in your home, in your bedroom, 6, 7, 8 hours a night, and literally wake up the next morning. Wow, I breathe so much better. What is that? taking the toxins out of the air that are floating around, most of them you can't even see, and trapping them in a filtration device so that you don't have to suck them into your nose and your mouth, put them in, lodge them into your body, that the next day you wake up with allergy-type symptoms. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say, wow, I cleaned up the air inside my home, and you know what? I breathe a little better. Voila, wow. Curing dis-ease in the body by clearing up the indoor airspace. So again, don't take this lightly. Toxins in our air, toxins in our water, toxins in our food. Infections, we said that before. Infections in the gums. I've talked about this so much. Gum disease, cavitations, bone infections, right? Not so much in the gums. Root canal treated teeth that are dead teeth that gather too much bacteria and the waste products from that bacteria, and it spills out into the infections in the gums. It spills into the blood, your lymphatics, and your gut just by cleaning up, clearing away, and dropping down the infectious load in your mouth can be huge for reducing the risk. This is what triggers the intracellular oxidative stress. It's from the assaults that are happening to the body. And just like someone shooting bullets into your house, God forbid, there's only one answer. You got to stop the shooter from shooting the bullets. You got to take away these toxins that are hurting the body. That's my analogy. I hope it makes sense to you. This is what causes dis-ease, the intracellular oxidative stress from these things. Not just, oh, it's inflammation. And again, I'm not trying to make light or make fun, but you know what I'm saying. The point of this show is don't just fall for the line, oh, it's inflammation and game over. What's causing it? Find the triggers, all right? And so the more severe the intracellular oxidative stress, the more severe the disease condition. The more of the toxins, the more infections a body's dealing with for a long enough period of time, and the longer they endure it, the more a person suffers with all the symptoms that we hear about all the time. So what are the warning signs of oxidative stress? Low energy. Number one, it's the first thing I learned in natural health and medicine. That was it. My Western mind, bones, muscles, joints, connective tissue, organ placement, spine, QRST waves, stroke volume, respiratory function, blah, blah, blah. Learned all of that in university. Then I go to some natural medicine, natural health school, and the first thing the doctor says at the front of the room in the class, low energy is your first sign of disease. And I was a know-it-all in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? It sounded weird. Every day to this day, it makes so much sense now. Your cellular energy, when it goes down, all you know what breaks loose. It really goes south in a hurry. So low energy is what this looks like. The warning signs of intracellular oxidative stress. You're going through this if you've got this going on. Low energy. Brain fog. Let me make it real. Read a page in a book. Huh? What? What did I just read? Somebody talks to you, right? And what? What? I don't understand what you're saying. The fogginess. You can't follow when you're reading. You have to reread it over and over again until the brain kicks in. You know what I'm talking about. That's real brain fog. That's cognitive function down. That is intracellular oxidative stress. You don't need $10,000 medical tests to figure this out. Your body is screaming warning signs. Abdominal bloating, okay? And no offense to those carrying extra weight on your body. Your body is telling you, look in the mirror. This is real. Abdominal bloating is a sensation. Gas, right? Internal gas all the time. Intracellular oxidative stress. Physical aches and pains. This is not a normal way of living your life as you get older, walking around with systemic body pains in different joints of your body. These are signs. Frequent colds and flu symptoms, runny nose, clogged up ears, runny eyes, runny in the back of your throat, post-sinus, the sinus drip, post-nasal. Sorry, I mixed up the terms. It's not normal. Something's wrong. Your body is telling you this. Blood sugar imbalances, hypertension, emotional upset. Just being chronically emotionally upset, the anxiety, the fears, which a lot of people are feeling these days, that will create intracellular oxidative stress. You can't have all these things I mentioned and not have intracellular oxidative stress. It just can't be one and not the other. They're very linked together. How do we avoid this oxidative stress? I'm glad you asked. Avoid sugary processed foods. Hands down, without a doubt, this has got to be done. And you understand now what I said to you before about how this is a conversation that needs to take place so much more between friends and family, between doctors and patients. It just needs to be said. People, I love it. I'm sure you do too. People love to be told the truth. Just be straight with them. And then I get it, right? The doctors out there to say, people don't want to change. What's the point of going over this, Jonathan? That's wrong. Tell them. And then if that person wants to roll their eyes or simply just say, and I know a lot of people like that as well, you can't take that away from me. No, I don't want to change. I don't care that I don't feel well. I am not going to give up this thing or that thing, which we're about to go over. Hey, it's their choice. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But I still say to you, too many people are clueless because too many haven't been told these things. So please share this info with others. Let's run through it. Avoid the sugary processed foods. We get it. Anything, the boxes, the bags, the cookies, the candies, the cakes, the muffins. Don't yell at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I know they're delicious. I know they're so addictive. You got to avoid it. Alcohol. I'm sorry, right? Well, I'm not really sorry, but you get me. These say, a drink a day. It's so healthy for you. A glass of red wine. It's so good for the heart. That's a bunch of malarkey. The resveratrol in red grapes, in the red wine, you might as well suck down bottles and bottles of it to get the amount of resveratrol that's good for your heart. You might as well just take resveratrol. Because what do you think you're going to get if you're drinking 2-3 bottles of wine every single day, red wine, to get the resveratrol that's good for your heart? It's ridiculous. The alcohol is a depressant. It makes you sluggish on every level. And let's not lose focus. We're speaking about on a cellular level. You go down south in energy on a cellular level, you are setting the stage for dis-ease somewhere in your body where you are genetically predisposed to breaking apart. Your brain, your heart, your lungs, your stomach, kidneys, liver, whatever. You get the idea. Avoid artificial sweeteners. They're no better. Forget about what the industry is telling you. It's a scam. Don't even get me started about what got artificial sweeteners on the market as a political type business favor between one top politician to another world player, Donald Rumsfeld. That's why this stuff was approved. Has nothing to do with the science at the time that was saying no way should this stuff go out onto the market. It went out anyway. Who cares? And that's why it's been legalized, and it's in thousands of products. Stay away from this crap. It is terrible for your cells. Avoid chemicals in personal care products. I don't care what you're taking. Colognes, perfumes, nail polish, eyes, makeup, lipstick, hair stuff, shampoo, conditioners, body soap. Look at all of it. Your skin is a major organ. It is sucking up everything, absorbing it, and injecting it into your body. Why not stop the assault? Don't waste your money on low-quality stuff. It's a little bit more for something. Buy one thing and get rid of all the other items you're buying that maybe you could do without. And just kind of keep the essentials. But make sure they're plant-based organic substances, natural things that you can actually say, right? Lavender, rose hips. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. Peppermint oil. Things like this that you might use close to your body. Buy only that stuff and nothing else. Okay. Avoid chemicals in household products. All the cleaners. Stop. The bleaches. The stuff you know causes intracellular oxidative stress for a long enough period of time. Oh yeah, these chemicals cause cancer. Where do you think it begins? Oxidative stress inside the cell. Inflammation comes about because of that. Cellular energy goes down. Nutrient levels go down as well because more inflammation, the less you can get nutrition into the cell. Everything starts to fall apart, and over time, our healthy, normal cells can then become cancerous, replicate out of control, and cause these tumors that, God forbid, nobody wants. It takes 8, 12, 15, 20 years to develop enough of a cancer that eventually you go to a doctor, oh, look at that, you have a cancer tumor. Don't wait so long. Start right now, get rid of this stuff. Check your blood sugar levels. If your fasting level of blood sugar is 85 to 95, good. But if it's 100, 105, 110, blood sugar imbalances, that's oxidative stress. There's your signal right there. Taking your blood pressure. If your blood pressure is chronically that 135-ish, 140, over 78, 80 plus, if those are your numbers, your systolic and diastolic blood pressure numbers, your readings on a blood pressure cuff that you put on and you get that number, basically that 140 over 80 or more, that's hypertension, folks. You're not supposed to be cranking at that level. That's oxidative stress happening inside of you, doing its damage to you. Prevent infections, so important. Eat organic food. Healthier, more nutritious, chemical-free food is going to reduce your risk for infectious loads getting out of control and wreaking havoc on your body. Get it right. I've heard way too much in a horrific way about how these stupid reporters in the media will say organic food is for yuppies. Organic food is for rich people. There's no difference between organic food and regular food. They have the same vitamins and minerals. Oh, it's just ridiculous for you to even consider having any kind of organic food in your diet. They're a bunch of morons. They are. Because they want to keep you in the dark about how toxic non-organic food is that you swallow every day. The waxes on top of apples, the chemicals that are used in conventional farming. Oh, yeah, you can go eat that because it's the same vitamin C in an organic apple and a non-organic apple. They're morons. Did I say that already? You bet they are. Don't be fooled. Prevent infections. Don't eat factory-farmed meats. These factory-farmed, conventionally raised animal foods, these animals are infected. They're sick. They're literally cutting out tumors out of these animals. Not to get too graphic, but that's the reality. Fatten up these animals as fast as possible, slaughter them, and bring them to market. And when the pieces of the meat have little tumors or whatever on them, cut that part away and keep selling the meat to the public. Because after all, last I checked, most people won't buy meat if they see a cancerous tumor on it. So we'll just cut it away. But do you understand? You're eating a sick animal. You want to prevent infections, you got to get with this program. Your food's got to get cleaner and better quality. They're loaded with antibiotics as well. You want to become antibiotic resistant? God forbid you really do need them maybe one day in your future. You want to become antibiotic resistant to the day where you might need them to save your life? I got a great idea for you. Keep eating factory farmed meats filled with antibiotics. You will become antibiotic resistant, and they'll have no effect on you when you do really need them one day, God forbid. Okay? So please think about this. Maintain healthy gums. Healthy gums are so important. Brush, floss. Biggie, hydrofloss. Fill up a bucket of water. That water shoots out, Get it all around the outside, the inside of your gum lining. Clean up your gums every day. It's amazing. A hydrofloss can actually shrink down gum pockets. The bigger your gum pockets, the more infection can get in there and then grow and fester like mold around a shower stall at the bottom. That mold that you don't want to see. Same thing in your mouth. Use a hydrofloss, get clean. Essential oils, use them. Herbal mouthwashes, great. Oil pulling, I've done whole shows on this. Look back at my other live shows. Do it. It's great. De-stress every day. Great way to avoid the dangers. This is what we're focused on. Intracellular oxidative stress. How do we mitigate? How do we reduce? How do we stay away from this catastrophic thing that I am now aware of? But don't need to be afraid. No fear needed. Let's get busy doing the things I've been saying today. Third element is the de-stressing every day. Morning and evening meditations. Get your day started and finished right. You're in control. Choose to do it. Think of a meditation as a reminder to yourself about what life is really all about. And what I mean by that, if you want to know a little bit more between the lines, the mainstream media and their garbage propaganda is not the meaning of life. Like tune in to 11 o'clock news. I knew a lawyer a long time ago, all due respect, she was great, and a client. She would say to me, I never want to miss the 11 p.m. news. It's so important for me to keep up on things. It's ridiculous. 11 p.m. news before you go to sleep about war, terrorism, murders, robberies, fires. Are you kidding me? Your morning and evening meditation. Find something that works for you that reminds you what life is really all about. I was blamed the other day for being too positive in this negative world because that person was living in a negative world in their mind. Change your perspective and work on it each day. Morning and evening meditation, so important. Express gratitude. That doesn't I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my mom. I'm thankful for my dad. I'm thankful for my husband and wife. Oh, yeah, they know. No, they know. They know I love them. They know I appreciate them. No, that's not what I just said. Express gratitude. Thank you for helping me out today. Thank you for what you do for me. Thank you for being who you are. Like literally just expressing that gratitude is very powerful. You do that, you watch how your life gets better. I guarantee it. Oh, I did it once, Jonathan. It doesn't work. You're wrong. I'm not talking about one day, okay? You got to make this a part of your life. Get sun exposure. It's like a duh, but all due respect, the mainstream media will have you know sun is evil, right? They don't come right out and say it, but oh, the sun causes cancer. Go on the internet, the top page of any search engine, boom, cause of cancer. The sun. It's crazy. It's moronic. Now, don't take your pale white skin, unexposed to the sun, lay out naked 8 hours in the middle of a day in a hot desert and get your sun exposure. Nobody is suggesting that you do something stupid, but reasonable amounts, 20, 30 minutes every day of the most that you can on your body. Get out into the sun is a healthy thing. You're like a plant. Go try to put a plant in a dark room for a while, a live plant. No sun exposure because you don't want the plant to get cancer. Let's see how long the plant lasts. Not that long. Mild to moderate exercise, so important. And I emphasize that because being a triathlete, a world-class NBA player, baseball player, football player is not important to avoid intracellular oxidative stress. If anything, that level of athleticism actually can create lots of inflammation in the body. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about mild to moderate exercise to promote opening up of vessels in your body, improving blood flow and oxygen transfer in the body, getting that movement going in a comfortable way to help flush out toxins and to bring in nutrients, sure as heck is a lot better than the sitting disease that a lot of people have. That's right. Sitting too long can actually promote intracellular oxidative stress because you become more sluggish. Not your whole body. Keep focused on within your cells. So move. Deep breathing, so important. Deep breathing's great. Get into nature. I know, a little foofy for some of you out there, and I know most of you know, but I know the people who are new to this, absolutely. A lot of people I've spoken to over the years have said, nature, bugs, that's just a bunch of trees. I kid you not. People have actually said those things to me. I'm not interested in nature. I don't have any time. People have actually said that. Not one person, many. It just means they're completely disconnected from being in nature ever. For years, they're underneath fluorescent lights in offices. At home, they spend a lot of time indoors, in their car, in their home, in their office. They don't get out. That's why they say what they say. They don't see a value in nature. The nature, the smell of the wood, the trees, the pines, for example, which I smelled a lot in Georgia. Unbelievable, free, incredible healing energy. Smelling the air of all the pine trees in Georgia, as an example. But the flowers, the trees, the grass, the air quality, the ions in the air, close to an ocean, by a lake, in a state park. It is unbelievable to do that, to get your feet out of your shoes and electrically ground yourself to the earth. It is powerful, folks. You have any doubt, I take anybody and do what I just said for 45 minutes to an hour, they're going to be a different person on a cellular level, literally, in a very positive way. Now, granted, if I do it once with somebody who's really super annoyed about nature, probably they'll be just kicking and screaming that day, but I think you get my idea. And have fun. Oh my God, Jonathan, you're a lunatic. You know that? Have fun with COVID. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Fauci says to worry. Burke says to cover your whole face and your eyes. How can you have fun? It is about staying in fun with things that are important to you. You want to beat this intracellular oxidative stress? Do it. Increase your antioxidants. Very important other section. I'll rattle them off. I've done a lot of shows on this already. Glutathione. Look it up. Get focused on it. Vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, which actually helps with glutathione production in the body. As we get older, glutathione production levels are dropping. Let's get on it, folks. More green vegetables, more veggies like that, leafy greens. Your kales, your collard, your Swiss chard, your dandelion greens, your mustard greens, your arugula. Get those greens into you. The beets. Beet juice or roasted beets or just sliced up little pieces of beet. And berries. All your blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. Great stuff. Colorful, super high in antioxidants. Get your zinc in you. Get your magnesium into you. Get your milk thistle into you to help your liver function, which is like central to all of this in terms of really staying away from too much intracellular oxidative stress. As a helpful resource, I direct all of you, when you have time, not now because I like you to pay attention to the shows here. Are you paying attention? Are you awake? Just kidding. I know you are. Helpful resources, a Natural Health 365 article. Maybe somebody can be so kind as to type this into the comment section below. The Natural Health 365 article I want you to check out is 8 ways to naturally reduce inflammation. But now you know there's more to it than that. But I think you'll find in that article some super cool things. It's got some great tips about eating ginger, turmeric, talks about essential fatty acids, probiotic-rich foods, drinking, obviously staying well hydrated, not drinking alcohol, right? Drinking green juices. And in that article is a super cool recipe at the end. So please check it out. Look it up on naturalhealth365.com when you get a chance. 8 ways to naturally reduce inflammation. That is the title of the article. You just put it in the search box. Boom. The article will come right up for you. My question of the day. How do you avoid oxidative stress? Be honest. What is he talking about? Well, you got to listen to the whole show again so you understand. A, by eating organic food. B, I don't drink alcohol. C, daily meditation. Or D, any of the others that you'd like to say. In D, you could just make your comment and let us know what you do to avoid oxidative stress. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I was really upbeat today, I think. But anyway, if you enjoyed this show, and obviously if you think this information is very important to you, it must be important to a family member or friend, do me a favor and share it with someone that you love. You know what to do. Email the link, tag them in the comment section, whatever you got to do, get this show in front of them. I know it truly will be a gift of health. Sorry to use such a cliche, but I really believe it's true. And just as a reminder, the Natural Health 365 live show is every single day, Monday to Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, all about improving your immune system function and protecting your health. Thank you very much for being with us and being a part of this community. Stay active, stay healthy, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care, everybody.